Gosford bans the Australian flag. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of Heiser Says. Grab your stein of coffee, let's have a look at this one. This just seems like something that's utterly stupid. Honestly, these local councils waste so much money, so much resources. Maybe we should just privatize them all, screw it. Let's stop pretending. So council slammed over its unbelievable decision to ban flying of the Australian flag, but it says the claim is a misconception. Okay. A talkback radio host has slammed claims a local council has banned flying the Australian flag even on Australia Day. Drive show host on Sydney Station 2GB, Jim Wilson, blasted the move by New South Wales Central Coast Council, calling it disgraceful. This is the mob that racked up $500 million in debt, and poor ratepayers had to foot the bill for their financial mismanagement, Wilson claimed. Those half-wit councillors were sacked and replaced by an administrator. But it seems the disgraceful decision-making continues. It makes my blood boil. But the council has refuted the claim. A Central Coast Council spokesperson telling Daily Mail Australia the ban only applies to the Australian flag on town centre street banners, with a final decision to be made at the upcoming council meeting on October 11th. So we jump over to the left screen. I've got Google here, and here's Gosford. So if we zoom in here, what are they talking about? Are they talking about these things? We go on the street view. Like these thingamajigs here. Is that what they're talking about, those banners? Or is it something else? I mean, that you don't fly the Australian flag on there. Why wouldn't you allow that? I mean, it's just a simple little town. Doesn't really have much going on the street here. Few buildings, Is that it? Why wouldn't you fly the Australian flag on these banners if it's Australia Day? Or is there somewhere else? Where's the town square? They've got a park there. Could that be it? Are there banners flying around there? Let's go right in the middle here at the park. These ones here? Could it be these banners? Why wouldn't you put Australian flags there for Australia Day? Why not? Probably put every other bloody stupid political flag there. Why would you even ban it? I don't get it. Is this all? Is the meta? Okay, we step out. Is this to get attention to the Central Coast region, to get some publicity and people talking about it? Is this the game? They want to get tourism, so people go there to protest. That'll bring some money into their community. Could be, And we're not talking a bunch of woke lefty protesters. You're talking more conservative or right-leaning protesters. So they're not going to all be door bludgers. That's unfair. I'm sure some of them will be door bludgers too. So, it's the Australian flag. It's a huge part of our history, and yet the Central Coast Council, who should be concentrating on rubbish, potholes, and actually fixing their financial mess, say, no, you can't fly our national flag on a national day. This mob don't want to fly the Australian flag on street banners. Seriously, council needs to stay in their lane. But the council said the recommendation in the policies report relates only to town centre street banners. Yeah, but why? Why? Someone explain to me why. President of the Peninsula Chamber of Commerce on the Central Coast, Matthew Wales, told Mr. Wilson on 2GB. Council, he said, mystified and dumbfounded by the decision to not fly the Australian flag on council assets. Well, it's not. They're not flying on the banners. Could it be because they're too cheap to make them? They can't afford to make the bloody ones custom for this, print them here. They're just going to reuse the same shit they already have? Could that be it? Could that be the reason? Well, then maybe they'd say, we don't have money to do that. I'm sure individuals would donate to do it. We're absolutely mystified. You couldn't make this stuff up if you tried, Mr. Wales said. We're absolutely at a loss at what to do. At this point, the business community is up in arms and our local community is shaking their heads. Well, yeah, that's it. This is a misconception of the purpose and premise of the street banner policy and the flying of flags policy. Council papers read under the topic of council refused to fly the Australian national flag. Council currently does and will continue to fly official and national flags on all appropriate infrastructure, including outside the Wuyong Administration Building and within chambers. Council will continue to support appropriate requests to fly national or official flags on open space and community facility assets, provided specific flagpole infrastructure is available. In January, the council came under fire after it was suggested they wouldn't hoist the flag on Australia Day as it might offend people. Could that really happen? I mean, that's the caricature of the woke left. You've got a whole bunch of nutters out there who are politicizing Australia Day, people calling it Invasion Day, all this other rubbish for political purposes, and it's a way to make money, honestly, to get attention. So, the Australian flag hasn't flown on Umina Beach's Main Street on Australia Day since 2017, with the business chamber offering to pay for the flag's knockback once more this year. Instead of the Australian flag, the banner's flown in 2022, commemorating 100 years of our local Ocean Beach Surf Club. Okay, so let's have a talk about this one, guys. What do you reckon? It's not to do that they can't afford it. The business chamber, they're offering to pay for it. So why not? Why not? What's wrong with it? If it offends some people, I mean, if you're offended by flying the national flag on a banner, you're the type of person that's going to always find something to be offended by. These are people that they're so nuts that they make a career out of it. You know, they're probably there Twitch streaming this shit with their TikToks, sending it all overseas, going, look at me getting offended by this flag and all. I don't know who the hell could be offended by the Australian flag flying there. Come on. Seriously. I'd be offended if they fly the hammer and sickle flag there. But there'd be a purpose for that, wouldn't there? Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Should the council allow banners of the Australian flag to be put up or not? Or, you know what they really should do? Let's just go the full libertarian space. Screw it. Rent them all out. Advertising. People should pay for it to put whatever they want up there. Why not? Well, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out my other channels, Heiser Bim and Heiser Says International, if you're interested. And if you want to support us, there are a few ways you can, financially on YouTube or Patreon, using our referral links, buying our pocket squares, or calling us if you need an architect. And take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode of Heiser Says. Maybe I need to get an Australian flag to put up the front of my place. Not a bad idea. Why not? Then you'd have to concrete in a pole and everything. Nah, forget it.